Take me away from home. Show me all the places I've never known.
Hey guys, so for today's video I wanted to do a look that was also a summer look like the ones I have been uploading, but I wanted to do this with all Drugstore products, so that's what I did today. So I used all Drugstore products for my entire face pretty much. The only non-Drugstore products that I used were my brow products because I haven't found brow products at the drugstore that I love, but I will be purchasing a few things. I'll be visiting the drugstore soon and I will be getting a few products to review and also so that I can recommend to you guys, because I do think about those of you that cannot afford all high-end products, because when I was a teenager I didn't have money to be buying all these expensive fancy products. So I got you, I'm thinking about you, and I will be getting a few things, but everything else that I used was drugstore products. One thing I want to say is that the eyeshadows that I used were from this sleek makeup palette, which is not available in the United States, but the shadows that I used were all neutrals, so you can use pretty much any neutral shadows that you have. If you can see the shadows, all I used was like a white and two browns. That's pretty much it. So any neutrals that you can find at the drugstore will be perfectly fine, but I don't have many drugstore shadows. I only have these, but anything from like L'Oreal, Revlon, NYX, anything neutral that you can find will be perfectly fine. Also, the eyeliner that I used was from Wet n Wild, and it's not the greatest, but you can definitely get ColourPop eyeliners. They are amazing. I just don't own any of them yet. So that's about it. If you want to see how I did this very simple kind of cut crease graphic liner look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to start by priming my eyes with my Milani eyeshadow primer, which is not my favorite, but for a drugstore option this is actually pretty decent. Then I'm taking the lightest shade in this Sleek Makeup Also Special palette, and I'm just setting that eyeshadow primer with it. Then I'm taking this neutral matte brown and I'll be applying that all over my upper and lower crease. And I want to keep this pretty simple since I'll be adding a colorful graphic liner later. Then I'm taking my NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Milk and I'm applying that on my lid to create a subtle, easy cut crease. And with this little concealer brush, I'm just spreading that out and making sure that I really have a definition between the lid and the crease. And to make sure that that cream product doesn't move around and that it doesn't transfer onto the crease, I'm once again taking the lightest shade in the palette and setting that cream product with it. And because I really want that cut crease to be subtle and simple, I'm just taking the brush that I used with the matte brown and I'm just blending out the rough edges between the crease and the lid. Then I'm taking this beautiful blue eyeliner from Wet n Wild in the color Like, Comment, or Share, which is so cute, and I'll be applying that on my upper lash line, creating a very subtle winged line. And if I had a felt tip liner, that would have worked better, but I just had this pencil one, so that's what I'll be using today. Also, if you have any of the ColourPop ones, I know that they are amazing, but I wanted to use something that was available to everyone just by stepping out of your house and going to a drugstore. And because the tip of this eyeliner is not as sharp as I would like it to be, no matter how many times I sharpened it, trust me, I'm just kind of taking a small angled brush and trying to perfect that wing line with it. So I'm just kind of taking a little bit of the pencil with the brush and then trying to create a sharper line, if that makes any sense. And after applying that liner, I felt like I wanted the look to be just a bit more dramatic, so I'm taking a darker brown and I'm applying that right into the crease. And with a clean brush, I'm just blending it out. And finally, I'm once again going back to that lighter shade and applying that right on my brow bone, and then I'll be applying some false lashes, and these are from Martell in the style Wispies. So moving on to the face, I'm starting by applying some primer, and today I'll be using my Nivea Post Shave Balm. And for foundation, I'll be applying my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, which I love so much that I actually went ahead and bought almost all the shades and added it to my MUA kit. Then I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, which is another favorite. This whole Fit Me line is actually pretty good. And I will be applying that on my under eyes to conceal, and also down the center of my nose and forehead to highlight. And I'm just blending that out with the same foundation brush that I use for my foundation, which is the Morphe 439. And this is my favorite foundation brush. It is not Drugstore, but it is inexpensive. You just have to order online. Unless you're in Burbank, California, then you can just pass by this store. Lucky you. Then I am setting that concealer and also my entire face with this Rimmel Stay Matte powder. It's no Laura Mercier, but it is a good powder. I was actually pretty obsessed with it for a while, and then I just moved on to, bigger, better things, I guess. But it is a good powder. Then I'm taking my favorite bronzer of the moment and probably of life, which is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It smells so good and it looks so beautiful, so subtle, so natural. It's gorgeous. The only other thing that I love as much as this is the Benefit Hula, so that should say something. And then I'm taking this blush from the e.l.f. Light Blush Palette, and I'm just applying that on the apples of my cheeks. Then I'm taking one of those brown shades and I'm just smudging that on my lower lash line just to kind of complete the whole look. And then I'm taking the white one once again and applying that in my inner corner, just kind of extending it so you can see it even when my eyes are open, because I have pretty small eyes. And then lastly, I'm taking my Maybelline Lash Stiletto Mascara, which is Drugstore favorite for me, and I'm just applying that on my lower lashes and just a little bit on my upper lashes, just to kind of glue my natural and false lashes together. Finally, I'm taking this Milani lipstick in the color Matte Beauty, and I'm applying that on my lips. And then I'm taking this Milani as well in the color Bahama Beige, which is a matte lighter one, and the combination of these two looks beautiful together. And that's about it. That brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this look, make sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos.
Take me away from home. Show me all the places I've never known. And we'll change.